So just what happens when a narcissist feels like they're losing control over you? As with most narcissistic people, no one throws a bigger tantrum than a narcissist losing control of somebody else's mind. A narcissist not getting their own way, or a narcissistic person getting shown facts and evidence of something that they definitely did do that they do not want you to know, or other people to find out that they did to you. The very moment you stop letting a narcissist control who you are as a person is when they're going to come at you and start accusing you of being stubborn and selfish and awkward and going crazy and not caring for them, being difficult and being crazy, because narcissistic people do not like not getting their own way. So they're going to try to emotionally blackmail you, emotionally manipulate you into dropping down your defenses so that they can regain control over you. So they might play on your emotions, such as guilt tripping you, claiming that you no longer care for me, to guilt trip you into doing something that you might not want to do. Or they're going to accuse you of being selfish so that you question who you are and change your no into a yes to serve them. Narcissistic people rarely take no for an answer. It doesn't agree with who they are as a person. It doesn't agree with their beliefs of who they are as a person. It doesn't agree with their identity. Narcissistic people are some of the most exploitative people you could ever meet, and they will use various manipulation tactics to exploit people because they feel entitled to get their own needs met. They are very arrogant people. They are unpleasantly proud of their behaviour. They lack the empathy to care for how their behaviour affects you, and they are seeking that excessive attention. They're seeking that excessive adoration. They're seeking to get their own way. And when they're no longer getting their own way, their games can escalate as they double down on their behaviour to get their needs met by you. So when they can no longer control you, or when you find something out about them, when some form of their behaviour is exposed to you, a narcissist might come at you if they still need something from you. They might come at you with those false apologies. However, they can seem genuine because they are genuinely sorry that they got caught. They are genuinely sorry that they're not getting their own way. They are genuinely sorry for themselves. So they might seem genuinely sorry, but they're not sorry for how their behaviour has hurt you. They lack the empathy to be genuinely sorry of how their behaviour hurts you. So when they come at you, it's often the false apology because they don't regret their choices. They regret getting caught out. So they don't feel remorseful. They don't recognise. They just want to pass responsibility over to somebody else. So they're going to come at you with those, I'm sorry if you hadn't. I'm sorry, you know what I'm like. It was the alcohol that made me do it. Anything they can to excuse themselves within the apology and get you to forgive them, get you to give them another opportunity to hurt you. They might start playing the victim either to you or to those around you. They might come at you with, oh, you know what, such a terrible childhood I had. Oh, you know, I'm going through some difficulties at the moment. You know about my anxiety. And as people around narcissistic people can suffer with anxiety, you can feel compassion to them when they're pulling on the fact that they're struggling with anxiety. Or they might play the victim to those around you, claiming that they're doing all they can to help you, doing all they can to put up with you, to gain that sympathetic attention from those around you. They're going to look to twist the story, to play the victim, so that you take responsibility for their behaviour and you're the one that ends up trying to make it up to them for the very things they're doing to you. They might have a sudden emergency or a sudden illness to guilt trip you into helping them out, into doing for them what you didn't originally want to do, to guilt trip you into sticking around for them because you feel guilty for walking away from them when they're going through a difficult time. And you'll often find that this sudden illness they've suddenly got, if you stick around, you will find out at some point that they never had the illness at all. Yet if you walk from them, a narcissist is going to play the victim with those around you, claiming that you've abandoned them at their time of need. They might suddenly start playing nice. They might start suddenly breadcrumbing you, future faking with you. Suddenly they want to set that wedding date. They want to have that baby. They want to go on the holiday. Whatever it is that you wanted out of your life, that they mirrored within you, that they promised that they wanted the same things as you, that you were building those dreams together, where they let you down at each and every opportunity, where they could make those dreams a reality. All of a sudden, when they lose control over you, they want those same things again as you, to reel you back in to their never-ending games. And once they've got you back in, they fail to deliver. They come at you with those false apologies again. If I'm sorry, if you hadn't have done this, then we would have done that. Or they come at you with the excuses and the justifications. Next year, when we've saved up this much, they're forever stalling the things they've promised you, and rarely to never delivering on those things they promised to you. Only when they suddenly want to play nice will they breadcrumb you back into the relationship to give you that false hope, when you don't realise you're hanging on to absolutely nothing. Yet with a narcissistic person, they might deliver on some of those things just to keep you confused, keep you guessing. They might go all out to bait an emotional reaction from you. Now, whether that's baiting a positive emotional reaction from within you, such as that false hope when they play nice so that you stay with them, or baiting that negative reaction from you so that they can blame you. Narcissistic people know exactly what buttons to push within you to get the right emotional reaction from you to best serve themselves. They're going to confuse you, frustrate you, anger you, cause that resentment within you. They're going to do all they can so all those emotions build up within you and you react out negatively to them. And you know your reactions are in the wrong, so you feel remorseful and you apologise for hurting their feelings. They push you to a point where you act out of character. And when somebody can do this with you and push you to the point of reacting in a negative way, this is a big red flag that you should not be around that person, because people who care about you do not want to bring the worst out within you. People who care about you want to bring the best out within you. A narcissistic person will blame you for bringing the worst out in them and expect you to blame yourself for bringing the worst out in you. And because you're not a narcissistic person, you will blame yourself for the worst coming out within you, and you will blame yourself for bringing the worst out in them. It's a win-win for a narcissist. They want to bait these emotional reactions from you so that they can blame everything on you. They want you to believe that your emotional reactions are causing the issues, to distract you from the fact that the narcissist is causing those reactions in emotional reactions within you. Because once they've got those emotional reactions from you, whatever those reactions are, whether that is throwing things, whether that is shouting at them, whatever those reactions are from within you, a narcissist will then threaten to expose those reactions to those around you. And you end up feeling like you're the narcissistic one because you're reacting in ways that are out of your character. And this also helps the narcissist justify when they react badly towards you because they've lost control of you, because they're not getting their own way. So when they start threatening you, when they start intimidating you, when they start throwing things, when they start breaking things, you can empathise with them. You can show them compassion. You believe they're coming from the same place as you, as frustration that you can't communicate with each other. So, however, most often you wouldn't want to expose them for that because you care about them. Most often you don't inform people of that while in the relationship. A narcissist will be informing people of your reactions while in the relationship. More often than not, it's not until you're safely out that you start explaining this kind of behaviour to people. And both reactions are in one way a breakdown of communication skills. However, your reactions because you can't communicate your reality to the narcissist. The narcissist reactions are because they're losing control over you. While you're working or while you're trying to work with them, they're working against you. No matter how much you beg or plead a narcissistic person to stop, they will keep going until they can gain that reaction from you so they can blame you. As you take responsibility for your behaviour, you blame yourself and the narcissist gets what they wanted. With those reactions from you or with outright lies, a narcissist will go all out to smear your name. They want to ruin your credibility. They want to damage your character. They want to ruin your reputation so that they can save themselves, so that they can save their own skin. If they can make out that you're the bad person while gaining sympathetic attention from others, it's a win-win for a narcissist because they damage your life while gaining the attention they believe they're entitled to from others. If they've not isolated you from friends and family, they might start contacting friends and family to let your friends and family know how concerned they are about you, how worried they are for you. So when they've baited you into that reaction, gain that reaction, expose that reaction, claiming that they're concerned about you to others, the narcissist gains those enablers, those supporters, those flying monkeys to come after you so that you're left in a world of confusion and fear, no longer knowing who to trust or what to do. If you stand your ground and they still can't control you, they still can't get those reactions from you, their games aren't working, their smear campaigns, their lies are not working, they're not getting that attention from you, a narcissist might just fall silent on you. And this is one of the best things that can happen to you because you need to respect their silence and remain silent towards them. Leave them to it. Leave them to go and live their life while you focus on rebuilding your own. The best way to beat a narcissist is to no longer play. Recognise because they've lost control of you, they're trying to suck you. They're trying to hook you back into their games so that they can gain the reactions from you that work in their best interest to use against you. It's very difficult because it's human nature to want to defend ourselves and explain ourselves and right a wrongdoing. However, when up against a narcissist, it often works against us. The best approach usually is to ignore them completely to the point where they're no longer getting the supply they want from us. So they unfortunately seek supply elsewhere, leave us alone and fall silent on us. Only when their new supply isn't working out how they would like them to, or when they're losing control of the new supply, they might come back to hoover you. They might start showing up at your workplace, showing up at your hobbies, sending that random happy birthday message, letting you know that they're somewhere where you had a good time, remembering the good times. Remember when we went to see that movie? Remember when we went to visit? Or they might just say, I don't know what I did to you, but I still love you. I still care about you. I can't believe you treated me this way. Again, a Hoover manoeuvre to suck you back into their game so that they can treat you like dirt and they can be the one to discard you. Whenever you escape a narcissist, if you take them back, their behaviour often escalates. It often gets worse because they seek to punish you because they believe they should have never lost control over you. They believe that's your fault. So they seek to get back at you. When it comes to a narcissistic person, they do not like losing control, which is why they escalate these games. The more you stand in your truth, the more you stand firm in your ground, the less they will be able to push you into their games. And the more you'll be able to free yourself of them. It's not an easy ride, but it's a ride that is well worth the end result of them leaving you alone, because they're not getting what they want from you. Some narcissists are quite severe and do take things to the extremes, so you might need to move miles away. Others, no contact or limited contact and grey rock, and they will eventually get bored. It unfortunately is a waiting game, waiting for them to get bored and realise they're not getting those emotional reactions or that attention from you, so they unfortunately find somebody else to get those from. Or if they fear you might be able to expose them and they can't discredit you, they will leave you alone. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot get real contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.